in the middle of reading and I'm just getting increasingly mad because reading what's wrong with Black Americans is our lack of accomplishments and understanding of collective capitalism feels like something Jesse Lee Peterson would say. And I know that's something Jay-Z has said. I used to like to read. And I used to read a lot. Smash cut to right now. I'm sitting up here thinking, I can't, like, the idea of acquiring capital through labor for, like, what did Alan Watts say? Doing something just for money is foolish. And 2 years ago, when I got this job, it was perfect because I could work as much as I needed to make money. Like, but now I feel like I've outgrown that setup because my expenses, the lower my expenses become, the fewer expenses I have, the harder that threshold is. So when I first got this job and I was like, I need to make $6,000 in a month, maybe $6,000 in a month, easy. Now, all I need to do is pay my cell phone bills. That's the thing. Why am I paying Verizon so much money? I literally only need $500 to $800. And the idea of I can't do it. I'm like, what? I can't just pay my cell phone bill? No, I can't do it. I need money for, like, look at my shirt. This is a bleach stain from when I bleached my hair. I need money for clothes, like clothes that ain't got stains on them. You know what I mean? I can't do it. I need nail polish remover. I can't do it. I need soap. I need lotion. I can't do it. I need a loofah. I need like an exfoliating loofah. I can't do it. Like, I don't even need a lot of money. And the threshold is like, I can't do it. Every single time I open a book to read, and I'm like, dog, pedophiles control the capital, like the capital, like the currency, like the money, the capital, like the money. The pedophiles control the capital as in the capital of the country, but also like, I don't know. I can't get off of that. I can't move past that. I'm stuck at y'all don't give a fuck about your kids. It becomes everybody else's problem. And I don't have kids because I don't want kids. Not that I don't like kids, but it's just, I've already explained. I'm just trying to go back to the party. I didn't sign up for this. And you're not going to force me out. Like, you're not going to make me want to fucking kill myself. I don't like that feeling. I don't want that feeling. I don't want that in my space. But when I zoom just in regular, and it's like globally, anti-blackness is global. Y'all have decided across the globe, we don't agree. Y'all want world peace? Bitch, the world is at peace because they're decided that, yeah, fuck black people for whatever reason. Like, for whatever reason. For what reason? Like, please, I want the hoteps and all the A historians, give me your best theories. Why are they so mad at black people? Were we mean in a different lifetime? Did we eat their babies too? Did we steal their lunch money? Like, what happened that the globe, like, everywhere you go on this planet, motherfuckers can agree. I mean, you know, black people, like, globally is Black History Month and everybody hates us globally. Come on now. Come on. That's some hater shit. It's nothing you could tell me. That's hater shit. There's no world where it's anything but hater shit. Black people ain't done shit to y'all. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. We as a global collective, a global majority ain't done shit to nobody to warrant this response. And you know how I know? Because your anti-blackness doesn't exalt you in any way. It just shields you from the fact that they stealing in line to you too. It just shields you from the fact that they picking your pockets. It just shields you from the fact that they also convincing you to kill your own and eat your own babies. They tricking you too. I don't watch Candace Owens because obviously she's a liar and a grifter, but I'm a very big fan because she's a black woman and there's no world where, and we're going to play the identity politics game, always rooting for black women, never not going to root for black women, and you're going to lose when you don't root for black women. Sorry. That's why she's the most popular right now. Sorry. Be mad. Be mad. Candace Owens be talking about the Talmudic Jews, and I think that's funny because she be wrong and she be real anti-Semitic and it's really not okay. However, she didn't just make up the Talmudic Jew. She didn't, like, this is a book. It's probably an anti-Semitic book. I've never read it, but understanding how Zionism plays into the World Bank, into the IMF, into the control of the currency, isn't just, again, Christian nationalism, also Islamic fundamentalism, Islamist fundamentalism, also, like, it ain't just the Zionists, it ain't just the Jews, it's the Christians and the Islam. To me, it's religion, like organized religion, but it's like, no, because organized religion seems like y'all tried to do our magic, but you couldn't do it. And so, you know what it's like? It's like season 4 of The Good Place when Bad Janet was secretly sabotaging the neighborhood. Sorry, spoilers. Season 4 of The Good Place. The Good Place is like my favorite show. So I really do be one. I want people who've never seen the show to like see the show for the first time, but there's already too many spoilers, so it's never gonna hit. I'll never forget. I watched that show because it was like I had a long weekend and I was like, I'm gonna lay in bed, I'm gonna just binge watch a Netflix show. I'm not getting up, I'm so motherfucking tired. And so I put it on because I was like, Kristen Bell and Ted Danson, these are pleasant white people. I can have a good time watching this. This is just gonna be fun to watch and fall asleep to. It's something easy to watch. It only had 2 seasons. I assumed it was canceled, so I was like, perfect, I don't have to get attached to it. I can have fun watching it. By the time the weekend is over, I'm back to work. It ain't no stress. Ciao. First season, I was like, I don't even think I'm gonna watch this. It's so poorly written. I'm just so tired. Like, is there any good television anymore? Bitch, you can't read, you can't write, you ain't never read a TV script, you ain't never produced nothing worth a damn. Like, you got all these opinions. Shut the fuck up. Because by the time the end of the season came, I was like, wow. By the time the end of season 2 came, I was like, this is the best thing I've ever created. How is Mike Shore not getting all the awards? Because he also gave us Parks and Rec. He also gave us a lot of The Office. Like, all of my favorite comedy is from this person, and he just wrote the perfect television show because it perfectly encapsulates everything that I love and appreciate and all these things. Now I'm Mike Shore's biggest fan. Mind you, he's a white man, so who the fuck knows what his policies are? He tries to be a good person, obviously, through the art he puts out in the world. But most liberals think they're good people because people don't even know what liberal is. They just are conservative. I be forgetting, like, black people, why are we so conservative? What is that? You tripping? Why are we repressed, conservative, uptight? We the coolest on the planet, and we playing the white man's game, child. I decided before I read that my video today, this is why I don't read, child. I hate reading because I don't like getting mad, because being mad is exhausting, and when I read books I get mad. Like, more information pisses me off. I don't want more information. I already know enough. I'll get more when I have capacity for more, but right now I want more joy and money and abundance and love and all that kind of stuff. Information. If you are invested in electoral politics, there's an election happening this year. There are elections happening this year. In what world is it relevant to fucking talk about 2028? And not even in the concept of planning for 2028, mind you, because we should be doing that as a collective of people. I'm not really big in electoral politics, but I do believe in, like, local participation. If you have children, you should be involved in the local school board. Even if it's just sending out mails and making calls and shit, we got jobs, we got shit to do. I understand it ain't our job and responsibility to care the neighborhoods no more. But you need to be knowing who the superintendent is, and you need to be actively, like, make sure the superintendent ain't on no fuck shit. You need to be involved in who is the judges and the sheriffs, and all these are elected officials, and they're in all, like, we know this. If we want to care about voting, then we have to, like, care about voting. But standing Kamala is tired, and I'm looking at y'all like, there's no way my people are this fucking dumb. And we're not. We've been lied to, we've been coerced and abused and manipulated, and it's really sad, but I don't have empathy because we can fix it ourselves. We don't need to be saved. We don't need to sit around and wait for somebody to rescue us. We are strong and we're resilient and we're smart, and we possess so much magic, and we just don't know it. We just don't know it. We can't even admit that we're African. Most of the Americas is kind of Asia. You see, you look at indigenous American, like people from the tribes who was like, no, we all agreed that these was the people here first, and they killed their people off. Them people, yeah, they look like Asians. But then if you over in this side of the country, because again, they was all around. In our minds, when you look at maps, they only put the reservations in the Northwest. Baby, it's reservations in Mississippi. Mississippi, mind you, one of my favorite places, is reservations in Mississippi. Duh, because it was indigenous people in fucking Mississippi. Now, granted, there was when they brought the black people, it's got a little mixy, and sometimes people's ancestry is a little confused. I believe, based on the way about 3 of my cousins look, if it wasn't our 8 great-grandparents, it might have been our 16th great-great-great-grandparents. Some of them grandpas wasn't from Africa in my family, based on some of my cousins. But the rest of us, maybe Padre, maybe them was Africans. Madre, I think maybe one of them might have been a little mixy, but the rest of them was black. So again, African. Why are you so embarrassed and ashamed to be African? But why are you so pressed to be Native American? Because they got genocided. Like, they're not better as far as who got the worst. Like, maybe they got rid of them as a whole. So you're like, your cool points ain't really matching because they didn't. Maybe they taking bigger L's. Do you know indigenous communities have the highest rates of uneducation, the highest rates of suicide, the highest rates of addiction? Like, them people are literally left for dead. They convinced us that we didn't have to be left for dead, but I would never take their deal if that means leaving people for dead. So, I don't know. I had to pause reading this book because what's wrong with black Americans is our lack of accomplishments and understanding the collective of capitalism. That shit pissed me off so bad. That shit pissed me off so bad because I'm like, imagine being a coward. I can't. Ain't no world where I could be a coward. And answering phone calls for money to pay Verizon makes me feel like a coward. I don't want my phone to be turned off. I really need my cell phone service. I really do need money, but doing it this way, playing their fuck ass game, laboring for them. Mind you, them are pedophiles. Not even, I said this, it's been 11 days. It's 13 days. Goddamn. I've said this in the month of February so far. Scammers, thieves, that's not cool, but I ain't too mad at a scammer, you know? Baby, we could just teach you something honest. You just trying to get by, you trying to take a shortcut. We could teach you something honest. A liar, why are you lying? There's reasons people lie. I get it. We could teach you something honest. You know? I get it. Like, it's certain things I'm just never gonna be that mad at. So I'm not even coming from like a puritanical perspective. Pedophile child? Like, we can't draw the line at pedophiles? And I'm looking at y'all, the parents, the people who have children. I'm looking at all of y'all. Because y'all are the ones whose kids are going to get fucked. I don't know. Like, I don't have children. If something, God forbid, tragic happened to any of my kids, I'd move on with my life in a way that their mothers wouldn't be able to because they're their moms. They're their mothers. They existed inside of them at one point or another. Or even, well, no, everybody birthed their kid naturally. I don't think I know anybody who's been adopted. No. Okay, that's not true. One of my girls has been adopted. She was adopted. But she was adopted by her sister when she was a kid, when she was a little girl. But like with the exception of with the exception of one, all of my kids were birthed from their mothers and they live with their mothers and they have their mothers. And the point being, I'm just stepping out and I'm looking at the world and I'm like, y'all are terrible mothers, all of you. All of you. All of you. I don't have nice things to say. And I'm mostly mad because I'm reading this book. And the sentence that I'm reading is a quote. It's not the book. Like, this is a quote within the book. Like, the book, he's quoting this, and then the author is going to speak to that and explain why that's bullshit. So the book that I'm reading is not that. But I hear that sentiment all the time. Because barbershops and beauty shops, like, our communities are broken. Our families, our households are broken. And it ain't got shit to do with it ain't got shit to do with nothing. It's got everything to do with you as an individual. If you're hearing my voice, if you're seeing my face, it's got everything to do with you. Because if you are watching this, then you're in my age group. I'm 52. So if you're about 35 to 60, what's the issue? You ain't got no excuse. It's no reason that shit ain't shaking in your life. Shit's shaking in mine. Just been shaking in mine. So I'm very confident that I can talk the shit that I'm talking now. Because I'm who I said I am. I've never been scared. I've never been a coward. And I don't fuck with cowards. And the lot of you are cowards. And I can't. I can't. It's Friday the 13th, and that is supposed to mean good luck. I believe that's good things. And here I am, 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning, pissed off because I have to emotionally labor through the legal system where they don't give a fuck about nobody. Nobody do the legal system give a fuck about except capital owners. The whole entire legal and justice system is an extension of the policing system, which is an extension of the money fund, the capital. Like, it's all, they just want money, and it's money that they made up. I understand that people don't know all these things, right? That's why conspiracy theories exist and they thrive specifically on the internet, because a lot of the people that we think that are assumed to be stupid, like, this is what I mean, like, my people, we're not dumb. We see the grift. We know what the fuck is going on. That's why it was a lot of black people being like, I wish the government was run by the bank like a business, and that's why Donald Trump would be good. I never had that thought, but the government run by a business is something that I heard in my life. And I'm like, yeah, that is how it's run. So somebody who's not pretending that it's not that would be a good idea. Not fully understanding, obviously, businesses are run. We don't want anything to be run like the way American businesses are run, because all of it is extrapolation and exploitation. It is slavery. They never stopped being slaves. They literally did America because they wanted to be slaves. Do you know why? Because they were servants. They were peasants. They were under the boot of a queen. And instead of just saying no more kings, actually, queen, you don't get to decide what I'm going to do because who the fuck are you? They came over here killing, stealing, and plunging and making their mommy issues everybody else's fault. And so now everybody got mommy issues. Nobody can talk to their mom. Everybody's so scared to talk to their mom. Moms are gods and moms are special, and mom. Fuck you and your dick ass mom. Your mom ain't shit worth a damn. I don't give a fuck about your crusty, dusty mama. I'm tired. I don't even want to rant. Somebody was like, I love your rants, girl. I don't want to rant. I want to make jokes. I want to be funny. All I want to be is funny, and I can't. I'm too serious because y'all ruin the fun by being stupid and being cowardly and being bitch made and can't do shit but my bills, I have to pay my bills. Like, come on. You can send it, I'll appreciate it, but in the real world, in reality, insanity in which I exist, I believe those things can happen, but I also understand if I don't generate this cash, the likelihood of it to disappear is not. Or maybe I'm in a different timeline and that's not true. We'll find out. I don't know, but I didn't even finish reading this chapter. I haven't eaten breakfast. I haven't watched any of the news. I haven't smoked. I literally woke up, I washed my face, and I said, I'm going to get through this chapter this morning because I did want to learn specifically about what is even this chapter. Yeah, we're talking about the media environment, like the black media environment. Again, they did a coordinated attack on Amanda Seals. It's the same thing Jeffree Star and Shannon and what's his name, Shane Dawson and Tati Westbrook did to James Charles. It's literally what all the commentary community, I don't remember any of those people's names at the time, but it's what they did to Gabby Hanna. Like, it's what the media environment did to Khalees when she speaks about these people in charge that have stolen her art from her. Like, these people steal art. We've convinced ourselves that our moguls, mind you, who are art thieves, are the greatest artists of our generation, but they steal. So how can we give them all this credence to be these great artists? I've seen the shows. I've given that lady money for tours. My life has been changed in a different environment. If I got tickets to see Act 3, I'm going. I don't know what you think I'm saying, but like, pay attention. You can enjoy things. Just don't be duped. It's like watching cop procedural shows, and it's like, haha, that's police brutality, and you're like, no, it's not. Bitch, the cops don't have any jurisdiction to do most of the shit they do in TV. The way cops move in TV is police brutality. Like, that shit's fucked. And when it happens in real life, it's not. That's what they get. Except if you say that, you sound like either a coon or a white supremacist, which, same fucking thing. Suck my dick. I'll see you tomorrow.